say people listen and I'll tell you that Jesus Christ runs things all the time. Listen, Satan, you have to get out of the way. What? Out the place. Yes, Satan. Worship Jesus, people.
Trinidad, a land of culture, color, and flavor. Trinidad is the gateway to the Caribbean and South America. The island of Trinidad is located in the southern Caribbean, only 10 kilometers from the Venezuelan coast. At one time, Trinidad was attached to South America, but later broke off into two separate islands, Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad is also a land of natural resources. Some of these resources include petroleum, natural gas, and asphalt. Trinidad was originally inhabited by the Amerindians, or the indigenous peoples of the Americas. The two main tribes that inhabited this land were the Arawaks and the Shabayos. The original name of the island was Leary, meaning hummingbird. But when Christopher Columbus landed on its shores, he renamed it Trinidad, after the Holy Trinity. For the next several hundred years, the face of Trinidad changed. As the Spanish took over the land, they enslaved the natives, and many died as a result of exposure to diseases brought by the colonizers. When word of the sugarcane fields reached Europe, Trinidad became home to many French, Dutch, and British. They also brought with them slaves from Africa and India. Today, the face of Trinidad is a melting pot of culture. The largest people group on the island are the Afro-Caribbean Trinidadian, otherwise known as the locals. As the settlers came from all over Europe to this land, they brought with them their cultural and spiritual practices. Today, much of Trinidad is a spiritually dark nation embracing many gods and folklore. Sadly, many of the Trinidadians will celebrate various religious festivals regardless of their own faith. Two of the major festivals of the island are Carnival, a similar celebration to Mardi Gras, and Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights, in which they celebrate the triumph of good over evil. Oftentimes, because of the African and Hindu traditional beliefs in many gods, new converts to Christianity need proper discipleship to understand the truths of the Bible. The largest religious groups on the island are Hindus, Muslims, and Christians. Trinidad is a land of contrast, a land of economic contrast with both abject poverty as well as great wealth. It is also a land of spiritual contrast with a very dark side. Brother Russ Moyer's first open doors in Trinidad came through a friend, Kamal Singh, a pastor in Toronto who has worked in Trinidad. Pastor Kamal told a pastor in Trinidad about Brother Russ, and soon after, Pastor Arnold Gajram Singh invited Brother Russ to come to Trinidad and hold revival meetings. While there, Brother Russ was greatly received and the gift of prophecy was celebrated. At this time, a relationship was forged between these two pastors, and doors started to swing open for Brother Russ and Eagle Worldwide in Trinidad. Eagle Worldwide Ministries has been to Trinidad now 8 times, ministering in over 30 churches, the most recent being this January 2008. Eagle Worldwide also has been on national TV and radio throughout Trinidad. We have held numerous revival meetings, and people are being deeply touched and healed by the power of God. Both Hindus and Muslims have received Christ and rejected serving other gods. Brother Russ Moyer is a prophet to the nations. One focus of Eagle Worldwide Ministries is to restore the gift of prophecy and the office of the prophet to Trinidad and to the world with integrity. In addition to being known for prophetic accuracy, Brother Russ Moyer has raised up other prophetic voices, over 100 leaders in Trinidad alone. He conducts seminars and prophetic conferences throughout the world.
Your home is where your heart is, and that you're going to have homes and contacts and relationships in a number of different places, but this is home, and it's time now for me to do something new, precept upon precept.
Eagle Worldwide Ministries has been on the radio in Trinidad several times, and we are able to proclaim God's goodness throughout the island.
And as he called in, he was able to speak to the nation, and he was able to release some prophetic words over this nation. And he was able to prophesy for some people who were right here in the studio, whom he never saw before, but whom he prophesied upon with exact accuracy.
The Lord spoke to me this year and said that it's going to be a year of dramatic contrast, conflicts, and change. A year marked for battles with great losses and great gain.
It's always amazing to see the Lord perform miraculous healings whenever we visit the island. Trinidad is truly a mission field, and Eagle Worldwide Ministries has a heart for Trinidad. We have a heart for the people groups of Trinidad and to see the truth of God's light shine throughout the island.
We were doing the dishes, my grandson Daniel and Annette, the housekeeper, and myself, and the pastors came and prayed for us. And when they left us, Ben came over and he said he wants to pray for me. He's sensing a deafness in my ear.
Well, did you tell him there was
I didn't tell him. I never told. I'm so ashamed.
He didn't know.
He didn't know at all. And I'm like, nobody knows this. It's something, because when I was a kid, people used to taunt me and say, oh, you know, they call me names.
Yeah.
So it was very embarrassing. And the following day, my phone rang, and I heard, and I ran up the stairs, and I answered, and my elder daughter, Brenda, said, I'm so glad you're home. I said, I'm so glad I can hear. The missionaries prayed for me, and I wanted to hear the phone, so I was deliberately doing washing downstairs. And I heard the phone clear as if it was 5 feet away from me. And I give God thanks and praise. And I thank you guys too, that you came from so far, and God gave him the revelation that I couldn't hear. And it wasn't only a miracle and a happiness and a joy, but I live alone, and it's not good.
Yeah. So
it's not good if I can't hear and someone tries to break in the house.
Right.
I wouldn't hear.
Right.
So I'm tremendously blessed for this miracle. I'm really, I came here this morning. I wanted to see you guys before you left and let you know what happened, what God did for me.
Ourselves and coming back to you, God. Need you to know me.